I don't know if we're on or not, but this is Eliz-sha Keating with wisdomseekers.net, and we're here with an interactive, of course, one question per person, please. And I can't think of anything else. And I'm not sure if nobody's on or I'm just not getting it. I'm just not getting the views.
Just going to the weekly stuff.
Okay, I didn't actually prepare that. I totally forgot that because I do it all the time now, right? So I will split and let me grab 2 cards. Cool. Those 2 cards you had earlier are really good. I'll take them.
Okay.
Well, they're not the same one. Oh well, sacre bleu. Hey. So the first card I get today is self-worth, and that is something that we have been doing a lot of. A lot of is dealing with self-worth this recently. And the first card is, and it's a lovely card, it's the Empress. And the Empress is about new birth, new beginnings, new, hey Melly fella, new birth, new beginnings, abundance, health. Everything is abundant. And what covers it is work, a little bit of hard work to get there, which is not a big deal. I mean, we have been working for a long time. What's behind us is support. The support of family, here or not, or passed along, guides and angels. We've got a lot of support. This is really cool. And what I really like, this is not the Emperor, but it's close. We get the King of Wands, and it's a balanced male, balanced energy. So, so this is the energy of this week, is that we're going to be balancing the female male energy more so than we have been in the past. And we've been doing a lot of work with the balancing male female energies. And this week it's a little bit more the feminine energies, but the males are going to be supportive, or should be supportive. And we have the 6, well, this is so far, it's a wonderful week. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is again putting in the effort, reaping the rewards, and being pleased about the rewards, being pleased with the effort we've put into it, which is something I think is very important. And I'm going to read the next 2 cards together. The Queen of Swords is a heart opening. It's not necessarily an easy one. It is the Queen of Swords, right? But it is a heart opening, and it is a heart opening. It is probably very sharp. Cut away all that which we don't want. And again, there's the male energy comes in. So the females are going to be opening more to the men, or male energy, not necessarily men, male energy than we have in the past. And there has been kind of a confrontation. Women don't understand men, and men don't understand women. And that's just the way it is. But maybe now we're going to start to understand each other just a bit better. So we're leaving behind the 4 of Cups, which is, we've been always waiting. Well, we know that the relationships between men and women are supposed to be really good, but they're not, as a general rule. There's you can see few really decent relationships. And we look at them with envy, most women. But now we're leaving that behind, because we're beginning to see, that we're beginning to open our minds to the fact that that we need, both sides need to be a little more open to understanding, or be a little more aware of what the other side is doing, which comes to a marriage, not a marriage as in I'm getting married, but a marriage in that the relationships, the male energy and the female energy is marrying together to make a couple, individuals in a relationship. So female, male, as a relationship rather than confrontational relationship. And we are moving up, leaving behind the old energy, leaving behind that which no longer serves us, which has a lower density energy. So we're moving up higher in the energies. And everybody knows this. We're leaving behind the depressions, and actually we may not be leaving them behind because of moving from one density to another, moving from one known to an unknown is going to be fearful, which may cause some people to be depressed, but it's only temporary. Don't hold on to it. We get to celebrate. And celebrating is probably the most important thing we can do right now. We may not know where we're going exactly because it's brand new, uncharted territory, totally uncharted for us. But we know in our hearts that it's good. And when you trust your heart, you should be good. So the inner child, the wise inner child, will allow you to pull forth wisdom. And we have a lot of wisdom. We have a lot of support. This is the Prince, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups always appears in my spreads, usually in marriages. So this is again the coming together of both sides of the coin, which is really important. The Knight of Cups is always in the marriage when it's a good, decent marriage, because there's support, there's balance, there's strength, and there's still continued growth. And we do have, of course, we do have the abilities. We have, through hard knocks, we have learned many tools. And this is the last card. We're moving into a time of abundance. Abundance that we create, but abundance that happens to be ours, our right. So why self-worth? Because self-worth is, if we don't have self-worth, we don't have anything. Honest to God. We need to learn to value who we are. And if you've been brought up in a harsh environment and you've gone through harsh growing experiences, and I'm talking about from having a wicked stepmother to many other kinds of abuse, you need to still value yourself. You need to move beyond the I'm not good enough and look at yourself and realize how valuable you are. And the truth is, you are a spark of God. You are valuable. You are complete and whole within yourself. You just want to release the blockages that go with it. And I'm not suggesting you just go, oh yeah, I'm done, because that's not how it works. But if you can, find help, get help. There's many decent therapists out there. Do make sure that the therapist feels right to you. And there's many people who can do past life readings, etc., etc. There's many ways of dealing with blocks. And one of the most powerful ways is prayer. Talking to the universe. Prayer is the most powerful way of doing it. Communicate. Sit down. It makes you feel better with nothing, even if nothing gets done. But if you talk to the universe, and I personally don't call it prayer, I simply talk to the universe. If you talk to the universe, you talk to your subconscious, which will help you create what you want. Plus, the universe will hear you and help you create what you want. So, good week. But I'm going to add on to that. You know, when there's energy between male-female energy, there's always it's always a little bit creaky. Sometimes this might be a creaky week, but it's very powerful. It's very good. Open your eyes to the possibility of how the other side works, how they think, how the men think, how the women think, and how totally different we are to each other, and make compromises. And we're taught we're not supposed to make compromises, but we also want the world to work well. So You don't compromise, you learn, you understand. And then it's no longer compromise, it's logic, it's wisdom. Go with logic and wisdom. Learn what the other person is thinking, feeling, and and don't go, oh, that's so dumb, because it is just a different way of thinking. Okay, done.
So we have a new viewer slash commenter.
All right.
Hello and welcome. If you want a question, feel free to ask. For those who are new or need a reminder, we go by first when it's in the chat, it's in the chat.
Yeah, we just go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, whoever posts first, we ask. We read their question first.
And we actually happen to know a lot of these people after having dealt with them for a few years, so it's not a problem for us.
So we don't do if drawn or it's one at a time. When you've posted, we will get to your question as soon as we can.
Yeah.
All right. Malapala says, hi, dear.
Hi, Malapala.
Amy says, hi, so good to see you today. May I have a message from my guides? Thank you.
Hang on, Amy. There's a sense of being at peace. There's a sense of being at rest. And you may not feel that, but I suspect that's what they're asking you to do today, is to be at rest, to be at peace with yourself, to take this week to recalibrate, allow yourself to breathe, just breathe. So do your regular stuff, of course. I'm sure you're not on vacation. Well, if you are, good luck. But just don't try to tackle anything new or exciting this week if you can get away with it. This is the time to allow the energy to acclimatize to you. And I think that's a really probably good answer for many, many people today. Okay.
Asta Bardwa asks, hello all, any messages from the spirit guides? Thank you so much.
So they're looking at you. They've got the biggest grins on their face. Something you've done. This has got to be a week of acclimatizing. I feel that that's a very probable outcome for a lot of us. But they're looking at you. They're very pleased with what you've done. You've done something they consider amazing. I suspect you're going, well, yeah, I just accepted this or that. But it's far more than you realize. You've done something quite spectacular, and it will come more to evidence for you as you go through the next few weeks. You will realize, because you react differently to things, how much you've shifted and changed. Okay.
Malapala asks, how will Gemini celebrate my birthday with me?
How? Okay. I know how we'd like to celebrate your birthday with you, and I don't think I could say that on live TV, the internet.
I mean, you could, but that just opens us up to all kinds of questions we don't want.
Exactly. Yeah. He's quite excited for your birthday. The preamble is not as interesting to him as the after, but I do seem to see some form of celebration. I suspect to him the celebration is a little less important than afterwards, but he is very excited about it, and I do see a confection. I'm not sure what kind of confection. For me, it would be a cake because I'm North American, but for For you, there is a confection, and I think it's some kind of alcohol beverage. And I see a bit of laughter and joviality and things like that. Just remember not to have expectations. Don't go in with the expectation that, and this is a warning, by the way, don't go in with an expectation that it's going to be a certain way, because then you'll be disappointed. And again, a warning: if you go in with expectations and they are not met, then it might be that you end up having a little bit of a bicker, and all the fun will go out of it. So go for the fun, go for the joy, allow him to be himself, even though he could have done a bit more. Okay.
Jenny Jones asks, "Hello, ladies. Any messages from my spirit guides?"
So this is a very strange one, especially considering it's the fall, and it's got to be the change of seasons wherever you are. But they're showing me you walking in the woods, and there's a creek. It's like this deep, and you're walking in the creek in your bare feet against the water, and it's really cold. I can feel the cold on my ankles. But it's not like you hating it. It's more like you're enjoying your life. You're enjoying going against the against the current, and you feel joyful and happy. There are boulders in the pathway, but they're not obstructions. So continue to go against the current. Continue to old old thing. Continue to walk to your own drumming beat. Okay, you will find that as long as you walk your path, not what other people expect you to do, you're going to be much happier. And you have the biggest grin on your face. Please enjoy.
Camille Harrison says,
Hey,
"Hi."
Camille.
Doreen asks, "Hi, ladies. Hope you are well. I am a little late. Can I ask for guidance or a message for what's coming? Thank you."
Okay, this is what they showed me. They showed me for you to plant your feet very firmly and on the ground, and you have a. This is not mine. This is theirs. You have a tendency to bounce around things. Plant your feet firmly in the ground and just say, "This is. I'm making my stand. This is where I'm standing. I'm not going to bounce over here and think about this. I'm not going to bounce over there and think about that. I'm going to stay right here, and I will think about those things, but I'm not going to bounce around to think about them." Plant your feet firmly. You have a great deal of support, and trust that you have the support. Trust that you are worthy. Trust that you are loved, and you are, because I see a whole array of angels behind you. Plant your feet firmly. Good luck, Doreen.
Lily Dulo asks,
Hey, Lily.
"Hi, ladies. How are you? I wanted an energy reading. My work have had a really challenging day and emotionally hard. Should I look for another job?"
So what your guides say is you should always be looking for a new position, a higher up position. Um, but it's also a little early to be moving away from where you're at. So there's always been a strong energy between you and your boss, and he's a bit polite saying he's a bit narrow-minded, but he watches you very carefully, more so than he watches the other people. There's something about you that intrigues him, and he's not comfortable with it. I suspect it's because you're on a spiritual path and he doesn't know how to deal with that. And so you make him unsure of himself, not uncomfortable, but unsure of himself. He does not like being unsure of himself. He likes to be the man in control. Um, Always keep looking for a new position, one that is better suited for you. But it's not exactly a priority yet. But if that makes sense, please. Okay.
Tamara75 says, "Hello, this is my first time here."
Hey, Tamara.
Maggie asks, hello. I hope you hope you all are well.
We are.
What should I do regarding my current job?
The first instinct I got was to say, go find a new one. It seems like, it feels like you're between a rock and a hard place. And I think that because of the people involved, it doesn't matter what you do. It's just the way it is. If you can find a new job, one, of course, that you take time to look for. Just don't grab any job. Make sure it's a job you're interested in, and start looking now. You probably, it might be that you want to even look for and do. Might be you want to create a small business of your own. If you're really good at organizing things, or so you can go online and say, I'm a good organizer. I charge X amount of. But it seems that maybe starting your own business might be a good choice. Maybe housekeeping for other people. They make tremendous good money, especially people who are not necessarily registered as housekeepers. You probably would do better working on your own as your own business, own partner. And I'm not sure what you do, and the first thing that came to mind was that you're organized, and if you're not organized, you're probably really good at organizing others. So don't put that out of your mind, but maybe look for a situation where you can be the one in charge, where you can be the boss, and it starts small and it will grow. Okay, that's not what she asked, but that's what she got.
Kind of is what she asked. You did say change it.
Yeah, but I mean, she didn't ask what to change it to.
No, but Tamara says, I absolutely needed to hear this today. Thank you so very much for your time and your gifts. Truly appreciate you.
Thank you.
Spirit Feather.
Hey, Spirit.
Asks, hey, Eliz-sha and Elle, how are you both feeling today? Would love a general message from my guides, please, and thank you.
So this is what popped in immediately, Spirit, was that you should focus. You give. You're a giver, and you're always giving and giving and giving. And so maybe it's time to pull your energy in and
stop giving for a while.
Give to yourself. Give to yourself before you give to others. And you love giving to people. I know this. But right now, it is a time to regroup your energy, to pull your energy tighter into yourself, because it's a little loose, it's sort of, you want it to be firm, not wavy. So pull your energy into yourself, look after your kittens. And I want you to spend a few minutes each day for the next few days just sitting in the field of I love me. And that will help a great deal. Good luck on that.
Chanel asks, "Hello, ladies. Do you see anything new coming into my life anytime soon? Love and light. Your guidance has helped a lot in my awakening journey. Thank you."
I appreciate that. We do have a wisdom seekers group. It's on Facebook, and every night I sit and I just do a little. Well, it's supposed to be 8 minutes, but usually 15-minute chat about spirituality. You can come and ask questions there. I love questions because I can't always think of things to talk about.
Links are either in the chat and in the description below.
And we also have other talks where we talk about on Monday for usually Mondays. We haven't been very good for the last 2 months, but this Monday we're going to be up and talking about spirit. I can't remember the name. Anyhow, it's spiritual stuff. And then we have this on Friday, and we have meditation on Wednesday, and we have every other Thursday we have a biofield, which has just blown me away good. I, I have people message me afterwards saying, I feel different. So please feel free to come. We love having people there. And if you're in the Pacific time zone, I usually do the chats between 6:30 and 8 because I'm not very organized.
All right.
All
Answer
right.
the question.
What was the question?
Do you see anything new
Okay, I
coming
got
in
it.
my life?
Uh-huh. We're here. We're you. Hang on. I do. I see you opening up. I see it's almost like you're stepping out of an old skin and a new you's coming out, and you're sprinting forward, and you feel you really feel light and joyful. So basically, though I can't actually tell you what the future is, I can't see it today, but I see you running towards it with joy and happiness. It's like, wow, this is so cool. I really love what I'm doing. And you move forward very quickly. So good luck with that, and please come and ask questions. I try to be on every evening, and I will be on earlier this evening because I have a reading at 7, so I will be on before 7.
She's also on TikTok
Yeah, I
at
am.
Wisdom Seekers.
And Instagram.
It's the same Phoenix as we have here on YouTube.
But they're only a minute long, so I get to say things really quickly. And Instagram is 30 seconds.
All right.
Okay.
Tamara75, yes, I'm cutting you off for more ad reads. Asks, would love a message from my guides.
Okay, tomorrow. So it's almost, well, they're all happy with everybody today. That's really nice. They're reaching out and they're shaking your hand. They're saying congratulations, you've made a huge step, and they're really pleased for you. And it's like there's a light coming in your crown from the star chakra to the crown chakra, and it's white energy, clear, clean energy. So allow it to come through and clean out. You're going to find that you're going to let go of beliefs in the next week because it's like it's coming in to wash out old beliefs. While that's happening, allow the earth energy to come up through the earth star and the base chakra. Well, there's 2 chakras on the soles of your feet. Allow the energy to come through there and up and intermingle with the universal energy. And you will find that works really, really well for you. And it will, there's some stuff that's been sort of sitting there, and it's going to shove it. And you can't promise it's going to be easy, but it will be good. Okay.
Tari Avalos
Hey, Tari.
asks, hello, hope you're fine. May I ask if Robin and I are going to get closer, get more contact? Thank you.
Robin would like to. That there is sense of hesitation there, sense of not quite knowing how to go forward. But this is an ideal week to do it when the energy is like that. It's more when the energy is more balanced for moving forward in relationships. And I'm not saying it's not truly balanced. We're going into balance, but it is in a form of controlled chaos. With there's such a thing as controlled chaos, where the two of you can make strides that you couldn't normally make. Uh, be very open to understanding Robin's point of view, because again, like I said in the earlier, it isn't the it is not the same as yours. You think differently. Both of you have very different thinking processes. The interesting thing is that when the two of you actually get together, the two thinking processes work really well together. So this is a very positive energy for you. Okay.
Keisha W asks, "Hi, hello, ladies. Is Aaron trying to get me pregnant? Do you want to be?"
Yeah, I kind of think he would like you to be. He's got that mischievous look on his face, and he kind of would like to have a bambina or bambino running around. He's very family oriented, and he would like a family, I think, and he would like it with you. Be sure that's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have a look of mischief on his face, so maybe it's something that should be talked about.
Marla Pella says, "Thanks, dear." Bethany Campbell asks, greetings, love to all. Any messages from the angelic realm today? Thank you, dear. Blessings."
Okay, angelic. So Archangel Michael came in with his sword. Another archangel came in, and I can't quite catch his name. He just kind of slides past me. I'm sorry. But they were both. So you're moving up in the energetic realm, and Michael has been doing the. He was the archangel for the last 10,000 years. This is a new angel that's coming in, and if I could grab his name, and you could Google it, who he is. It would help you figure out what direction you're going and how you're supposed to be proceeding. But the truth is, you're not quite at that switch over point. Otherwise, I would have got the name because it's right there. So next week, you probably know who he is, or the angel is, and you will be able to move forward from that point. So allow yourself to flow. Go with the flow, and you'll get there very quickly. Don't swim with it current. Don't swim against the current. Just go with the flow, because it is set up to happen on a specific time. And okay, got it. So you did some shifting just now. Thank you. Astriel, something like that. I don't even know if there's an angel called Astriel. If there is, go look it up. If it's not, then I'm still trying to. I'm still not hearing the name quite right, and I have no idea how it's spelled because I didn't even know there was a. I don't even know if there is an angel called Astriel.
There's lots of angel names we don't know.
Oh, okay, no kidding. I mean, I got one the other day, and I didn't know what I was saying. So Astriel, or something very similar to that. Hey, I'm frozen.
Georgie Warwa
Hey,
asks,
Georgie.
"Hello, ladies. Any messages, guidance from my guides for September?"
September. This is funny. They're suggesting that you be very, very, very careful when you go out and about. So I use extra protection when you go out. To use the mask, wash your hands. Uh, it's just that it seems that there's in the area you're in, maybe there's a flare up of the stuff that you don't want to deal with. But they're telling you to be extra careful because you of the shift you're going through. Your immunity system is not as powerful as it should be, as it usually is. They're telling me, and this is something, there's a particular fruit in your area that helps with immunity, and that they would like you to consume it a little bit more. I don't know what it is called. I don't recognize it, but they're just it's a warning. It's more of a, just look after yourself a bit more. Be a little more compassionate with yourself this September, and things are going to shift and change a great deal for you in October.
Maddie Lawson
Hey, Maddie.
asks, "Hi, any messages for me, please?"
They're suggesting that, and you do this already, I know that, that you enjoy the fall as much as possible. They show me you dancing. Do the dance, enjoy your life, which you're doing. You're doing very, very well with that. And then they show me a big, sharp knife, almost like, well, it'd be more like the Roman short sword. And after this week, not this week, but after this week, you're going to be cutting away a lot of dross, a lot of stuff out of your life that no longer has importance. Stuff that you've loved doing before, and now you just find it kind of trite and boring. So just find that you're going to do this. Be aware that you're going to be doing this, not find that you're going to be doing this. So this week, enjoy it, have fun, especially before the 13th. Okay.
Jenny Jones says, "Thank you so much." B. Erla says, "Hi, Elisha and Elle."
Hi, B.
Doreen says, "Thank you, Elisha. Good idea, and great to hear about all the angels around me."
You come from the angelic realm, Doreen. That's why you're always going to have a lot of angels around you. And that's probably why you're going through the stuff you're going through now, because you're not used to this kimchi.
The Erla with a 99 euro super chat sends a happy face with a halo over top.
Thank you so much.
Patricia Scowen asks,
Hi, Brett.
"Hi, Elisha. I had a message from Archangel Gabriel. He said, 'Moving.'"
Oh, right on. Congratulations.
Then I heard the word Duramomin. Sorry. That was the house my mother's medium moved into. So I said, "Hello, Mrs. Jones. What is your message?" It was Duro Amen. You will now settle. Then I went to the beach. There was a gorgeous 1-year-old poodle. I asked her name, and the man said Winnie. My grandmother's name was Winfred. So many spiritual messages.
So it sounds more like it's a spiritual move rather than to spiritual move.
Mm-hmm. Yasmin Fox asks, "Hey, what changes is ahead of me? Thank you."
This is really a week of transformation. And it's almost like I saw you opening a box, a door on your chest, and letting loose a bunch of stuff. And your heart was beating beautiful red, ruby red, shiny, bright, and and there's a lot of shifting of the energies going on. It's basically what that would tell me is that you are having a heart-based transition into higher frequency energy, and a lot of what you've been going through should be coming to an end. Maybe it won't be coming to an end, but it won't affect you the way it has in the past. You will be more. Some of the things that really bother you, you go, doesn't make any difference to me anymore. You're going to move forward, and there is an energy of lightness that I have never felt for you before. Congratulations. This is a good week.
The Erla asks, may I know if Jeff has any plans towards me, our connection? Thank you so much. Very much, both of you.
I should let you answer that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So what at the moment, he's just sitting there looking at you, and he's got tears in his eyes. He's crying. He's really unhappy. We told you this before. He made a choice that was a side detour, not good. But the fact that he's crying would indicate that he's having a hard time getting out of that energy. But his heart does actually has always and probably always will belong to you. I think you're probably very, very close to twin flames, if not twin flames. When he builds up his courage a bit more, he will come back. He cannot leave you alone. He's like a moth drawn to a flame. He has no. It's almost like he has no choice in the matter. He tries, he fights, he goes out and tries to have relationships otherwise, and it never works, and it will never work because he's fighting against his true calling, the truth of where he's supposed to be. You have time, no rush. Let it play out. If you let it play out, then it will work out faster than if you try to push it to make it work out faster. Tell him you like him. Tell him you're good friends. Tell him you care for him unconditionally. And allow it just to sit there and let him do the hard, heavy lifting. Okay? Good luck.
Elif Burkert, I'm sorry I butchered your name, asks, hi Eliz-sha, last time I asked you the question, I was going through IVF treatment. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Will I ever have another child, a sibling for my son? Thanks.
I'm very sorry that didn't work. It's very hard, that is. So I'm going to suggest something. And this is, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical practitioner, but try intermittent fasting. What it does with you can get into the state of autophagy. It will eat all the old dead cells, mitochondria, the cells that don't work. It will clean up your system. It will make you healthier. If you're healthier, the chances are of self-conception are improved dramatically. Do your research. Don't take my word for it. There's a lot of information out there. I've been researching this for quite a few months now, and I am a believer in the health benefits of it. And I'm a good example. You look at me, I look younger than my age. I look a good deal younger than my age, I believe. And I have more energy than I had when I first started out. I can do more things. My health has improved. I'm going to suggest you look into that first. And having said that, if you cannot conceive, I do see a child there but it's not your child, a genetic child. It's an adopted child or a child that comes to you that is not genetically related to you. But I feel that there's a great deal of love there. So it might be what sometimes happens is people can, like in your case, you're contracted to have three kids, but you choose not to, or something happens and you can't. They will come in through other sources, and they will be, but they're there for you. They might come through your sister. They might come through adoption. They might come through a friend, but they're there for you. There is a child that is meant to be your child, and I do believe you will have the raising of this child. So even if it's not within your, even if it's not conceived through your body, though I do think if you look at alternative health, re, health, you might find that there are ways of working through your body that work better. And there's one, you can go to the health food store and talk to a practitioner there who actually knows what they're talking about first, who can help you so that self-conception happens on a more natural basis. Um, so at this point, I get it, it's 50% chance you can, 50% chance you're raising a child from another person. And I know you don't probably want to, but you have a big heart, and when that child comes into your life, all you'll do is look at that child and go, oh, I feel the love, because the energy is there between you, and it's the energy that's kind of vitally important. Okay, good luck.
Maria Herrera asks,
Hey, Maria.
hello, any messages for Alex from his guys regarding school? Thank you. Many blessings.
Basically, there's not very much that they can do except tell him to realize this is basically 8, 9 months, 10 months of his life, that if he puts effort into it, he will get the information. He will pass everything. Tell him to disregard the professors that are probably not meant to be teachers, and just tell them what they want to hear, but keep his own counsel. And it's only a short time. It is very important that he try and get the best grades he can at this moment, because it will affect what he's going to do next in life. And I know, they know, I know he's very, very intelligent. He's very, very well connected to the energy of the other realm. And that if he can just get through this phase in his life, it does not matter. It affects you for years, but it's really not that important ultimately. Just tell him to tell him to take it as a lesson in keeping his inner guidance, his own inner guidance, rather than being frustrated that other people are narrow-minded. Okay, good luck.
Spirit Feather says, thank you so much. Jesper Colson asks,
Hey, Jasper.
hi, Eliz-sha.
I wish I could say your name properly.
Hope all is well. I would love to have a message.
So this is a good day to ask for messages from the guides. They're all happy. So you have a big grin on their face, looking down, not down on you, but with you, looking at you. And they're patting you on the back like you've done something. You've done you've done a whole bunch of huge steps recently. You've really grown and opened up and become more aware of a whole bunch of different things. And you said yes to something which is going to change the whole fabric of your life. Whole fabric of your life. It's going to, wow. I don't think you have any idea how much your life is going to shift and change from now on, because I can't barely catch it. But it involves your sons. Yeah, just go with your life is shifting and changing, and it's never going to be the same. Good luck.
Hope says hello.
Hi.
Christopher Gray asks, I would like to ask my grandmother, grandfather, or uncle about my boxing. Or all three if they haven't put.
Yeah. They seem to think you're really good at boxing. They do tell you to protect your head, make always sure that you wear headgear. I think your uncle is really on your, he's looks like he's on your side when it comes to boxing, and that he's there supportive and excited and thinks it's fun. He's excited for you about the boxing. Take it one step at a time. Don't go too fast. If you go too fast, you need the grounding. You need the basis. You need to know you need to know all the moves first. When you go up against an opponent, you need to know their psychology. When they have a tendency to swing, do they swing with the right? Do they swing with the left? And I don't know the terminology. I'm not a boxer. Watch their footwork. But and if you're thinking of going professional, they are suggesting that you take your time. Do not rush into anything. Make sure you have a coach that is honest and honorable and reliable here on earth, because you have lots of training coming from the other side, but it's kind of hard to know when that happens. Honesty. The honesty is the key part. Be very, very honest for any situation you're in. And that may be the hard part, but it's also extremely important that you remain honest in all your dealings, honestly from the heart and from the head. If you do that, it appears that you can continuously rise up, and there is a potential for your dream to come true. And that's all I'm going to say, because I saw what the dream was, but there's a potential. Okay, good luck.
Moby asks, how did Emiliano feel about seeing me passing by his house a few days ago?
He was very curious why, and wasn't quite sure it was. He thought there was ulterior motives for that happening, and that's basically all I got. Okay. Yeah.
Excuse me. Brenda, whose last name I can never pronounce, says, hello, beautiful ladies.
Hi, Brenda.
Eliz-sha R asks, do you still see me moving into my own place in October of this year?
I do actually. I still see that there's a strong potential. I'm not sure if it's the beginning of the month, or the end of the 24th or the 28th kind of thing. Beginning and end basically is what that amounts to. Uh, but yes, there's a strong potential that you will.
Keisha W says thank you. Alicia R asks, my mom S is here listening with me. She would like to know if her ex-IR will reach out to her before the end of the year.
IR. He's really grumpy. Why would you want him back? Okay, I didn't say that.
Nope, I totally did.
The chances are highly likely he will. I'm going to give you a warning though. Look for somebody who's bright and shiny and happy, not somebody who's a little bit cranky and cheap.
Look for someone who
loves,
appreciates you.
Yeah, somebody who values you. You're worthwhile. Look at yourself, see how worthwhile you are. Don't settle for that. Okay?
Keisha J asks, hello ladies, will there be any more housing opportunities I will get into in the future besides the one I already got into?
I think so, but it's not right away. I got the word months, so it's not a long ways away, but I do feel there is a potential that there is, and it does appear to be a nicer place, better location. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but yeah. Hi, Emma.
MH with a $5 super chat sends dancing fruit, a lemon, and a lime blowing trumpets.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to questions. Brenda, I met a friend online. His name is George. Do you think Spirit has sent him to me?
He's not exactly as he portrays himself online. There's something a little secretive, a little mischievous about him. That's not exactly what you think he is. I wouldn't turn him away, but I'd go forward very carefully. Be very careful. Watch for red flags, because I can't tell with the mischievousness. It's just that's his nature, or there's something slightly nefarious about this person. So watch for red flags. Watch for language uses. Watch for insinuations. Because I don't get that he was sent to you by the universe, honestly. But it might be he was sent by the universe for somebody else that comes in after him, that he opens up the energy for you to meet somebody perfect. More perfect, not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We can't get perfect. We don't want perfect either.
Tay asks,
Hey,
hello,
Tay-Tay.
do my guides have a message for me?
So they just pat you. Again, it's very positive. Everybody loves everybody today. They pat you on the back, give you a huge hug, and they're whispering in your ear something, and you can hear it. Uh, but but things are moving for you in a nice way. There's something that you're facing that you have had a fear of facing for a long time, and it's giving you more strength than you inner strength than you've had for a while. And they're also saying thank you to your family for being so supportive of you and helping you, your guides. But it's almost like you're taking a step outside of your comfort zone. And congratulations and good luck.
Kylie B asks, will there be any physical intimacy between me and Jose Villanueva?
There's a potential, not a yes no answer, a potential. He's interested, but there's a hesitancy there. Insecure. It's not insecurity, but he's not sure that he wants to get involved, and he wants to know what the results will be before he does this, before he creates an intimacy. So at this point, it's an idea only in his mind. It's not a driving force. Okay, good luck with that.
Brenda says, thank you for all the beautiful messages. Nina L asks, what does Emiliano want to tell me that he's not telling me?
He wants you to know that he thinks you're capable of so much more than you're doing, and he would love to support in the best he can. He'd love to support you moving forward into your power, into your strength. Okay.
Daisy S asks, how long until Michael reaches out to me?
So Michael is not faced in your direction at the moment. So that is not his intention. He's looking. He knows about you. He's aware about you, but his attention is otherwise focused at the moment. So the answer is no time soon.
Bethany Campbell says, thank you so much. This makes complete sense. I've felt this energy coming closer, but the connection wasn't complete. Always a joy to hear your sweet voice and messages. Much love. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Dalia asks, is my mom's neighbor, Ronaldo Santos, interested in me? Do you want him to be?
Say, read that again. It's convoluted.
Is my mom's neighbor, Ronaldo Santos, interested in me?
I think Ronaldo is interested in anything that wears a skirt.
Mm-hmm. If you want it, get it.
Yeah, that's free
Just
for
make
the
sure
taking.
he's not married. Because no, we will not advocate for that.
But it's. I doubt that it's a. It's not a keeper. If that makes any sense.
I mean, fun is fun. Just go
Yeah.
in for fun.
Yep.
Zulumi
protection.
R asks, how did Felipe feel about me not wanting to come inside the house to visit my family because of the fact that he was there?
Who? What's the guy's name?
Felipe.
Felipe. He was annoyed. He thought it was very. I don't know. He just said some vulgar things, and I can't really translate them into English.
I'm gonna throw out a word: childish.
He thought that it was unfair. He did think it was unfair that your family suffered because of how he is. Having said that, he's also he's not an optimal human being. But I also suspect your family doesn't really know that. So you should keep the relationship between Felipe and yourself, between you and yourself, and not let it interfere with your relationship with your family unless your family takes sides. Okay, good luck with that. You hot, buddy?
Very distracting, boy.
He's being very lovely right now.
Off the couch.
He says, "I hot, Mom."
I hot. Don't let move, but I hot.
Mm.
So, because this got my attention, the word I was having trouble pronouncing, the dune, whatever, for Patricia's going, it's done roaming.
Oh yeah, well it's a Welsh name probably, eh?
Might be, but I'm sorry I butchered the hell out of that.
That's all right. She's good at butchering.
I mean, not just people.
But she can't butcher meat either. So
I mean, I can. It's just not going to look like me.
that's true. It'll look like hamburger.
Maddie Lesson says, thank you so much.
Hey, Maddie.
Jennifer Schwab asks, hello, I have 2 houses that I like for our family, but both have pros and cons. I feel like I'm supposed to wait for a different home. Does Spirit have any advice for me on either home? Thank you.
The one with the most light is the one you would probably want to choose if this is the house you're supposed to choose. And honestly, we know your history, so if it's not meant to be, you know darn well that you're not going to get, something's going to happen to prevent you. So go ahead and try. But look for the one with with a nice yard and the biggest lights. And it can be maybe not window light, but spiritual light, which is really, but you can do this. You know how to do that. And say hi to your mom.
Wait, didn't we already say hi to her mom? Oh no. Sorry. I got the names confused.
We've been on for a while, haven't we? Because we're starting to get funny.
I mean,
Yeah, if you notice, after we've been on for an hour, we start to get a little punchy. Hey, you can almost see you.
hold on.
I see your hand.
That's as close as some people probably get to seeing me.
Well, unless we have something goes wrong with the computer, nobody
know.
sees you.
Let's not jinx that, okay? Okay. Great. Karen Q asks, is JV jealous about me dating my African American partner?
Is Jay?
V. Upset and or jealous. To me, that's the same thing.
No, upset's different from jealousy. Oh, I'd say jealousy would be upset because he seems to be behaving a little bit juvenilely and stomping his feet. So I'd say the answer to that is probably a yes. But remember, do what feels right for you. If it comes from the heart, do it. If you're doing it just to irritate him, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's called ego. But if you're dating this guy because he's super sweet and hot, do it. Just go out and date this person.
In short, don't care what the world thinks.
Yeah.
Love who you love. Enjoy who you enjoy.
And just do it from your heart, not from what other people think. Really, don't care what other people think. unless they're warning you against something and you cannot see it. But what I'm picking up about your partner is he's not a horrible human being. He seems kind of nice. Okay.
Yeah. Aqua Yazi asks, "Hey, hope you are both doing well. Will things get better with me and OW? It's been a long 7 years. I'm giving up."
Okay. Um, so what I see is that you keep changing and shifting, and it's like, whatever is sitting there like a puddle. It's not moving, not growing, and it's sort of like a weight that holds you down. If you choose to let go, if you're married, there's things to consider, honestly, because I was separate. I was married and I left with kids. Was very difficult monetarily. I felt so much better, but monetarily it was extremely difficult. If you can, if but in hindsight, I probably should have left earlier for the sake of my kids, so that they didn't have to go through all our battles. But it's also very difficult to be on your own. So unless you have a really good more support system in place, which includes probably mothers and good friends, be careful. Choose wisely. Think things through. No, don't go, oh God, I can't handle it. I've got to leave. Think things through from, if I leave, where will I live? What kind of car will I have? What kind of job do I have? Can I support the family? Will I have support? Can I handle it 24/7, being all the time mom? And if you're on your own, then it doesn't really matter. Then you can handle all those things. Okay, good luck.
Lotus Siren asks, "Hi, I wanted to know if Spirit has a description of my next serious relationship, the one you fall in love with."
I I can do that. I prefer not to do that because the future is like this. There's the potential that this is what's going to happen, but oh my God, there's this bright shiny door on the right, and I just have to open it. So you go that way, and that potential is out the window. Nothing happens. So let's put it this way: your potentially next serious relationship should be here before the end of the year, and hopefully you get to spend a wonderful Christmas, New Year's with this serious relationship, and that it has developed enough that you want to spend Christmas, New Year's with this person, or all the parties in between, and go with the fact that he's not going to be in your serious relationship will be nothing like what you are used to. It's be something totally different from your usual, the kind of person you usually fall for. It's going to be that way. Has a good sense of humor, quick on the feet, and I'm talking intellectually. Uh, Smiling eyes, and that's as far as I'm going to go, because I want you to be open to receiving anything new that comes in. And if I tell you too much, then
You'll narrow your vision too much.
yeah, you'll narrow your vision too much, and we want your vision to be wide open.
Kimberly Scott asks, "Will I be successful in my career as a life agent selling insurance?"
I think so. It will take a little while to learn the ropes, to get the hang of it, but you have a really powerful intuition, and if you follow your instincts, and you will figure out how to use the right words, how to use the right tone, and who to sell to and who not to sell to. Yes, the answer is yes, you should be extremely good, and I do know people who are in this field, and you can easily make $20,000 every couple of weeks to 50, 100,000 as you start getting better and better. So the potential is not that you will work up to being a very powerful agent. And I'm talking about selling, not powerful in the field. You can be very powerful in the field too.
Elif Bookert, I apologize once again, says thank you. B. Erla says thank you, Eliz-sha and Al, for the message and advice. Some days I'm okay, but today I feel really down for some reason. It has been a tough week all around, but being here is always wonderful.
It is the energy of the male-female energy is very powerful this week. There's a lot of energy that's going on where we are readjusting what has been to something that is coming into being. So it's like we're trying to find out how it works, and we're not slotting in yet, and that's what you're feeling. It will pass.
She adds, thank you again so much. Maria Herrera says, thank you very much for the message. It helps a lot. Jesper says, ooh, thank you. I'm grateful. Patricia Scowen asks...
Your kids are going to be involved in this, by the way.
Patricia Scowen asks, any messages for me, Eliz-sha? So much to be grateful for, but...
So basically, all I'm getting for you is what you just described. It's sort of like you're standing there in the field of light, sort of like receiving. You're in receiving mode, and the energy is coming down and changing and shifting everything out. And it's like you're rising up above that which has been holding you down. For instance, your family will have less impact on you. So it won't be quite as important that you have your own place, because they will be just, oh, that's all right, I understand. And they will not have the power and control over you. Having said that, as soon as they have no power and control energetically, your life is going to shift and change. But there's right now, just be the receptor, because there's a lot of energy coming in. It's just powerfully bright. Good luck.
Christina A asks, hello, just wondering if I will get pregnant with twin boys.
The potential is pretty high, like 70%. Twins, anyhow, I can't promise they're boys. Because I also see girls who look pretty darn cute. Okay.
Moon says, hi.
Hey, Moon.
Will I get married to my boyfriend?
So your boyfriend has been thinking about it, but there's a sense of shyness about him, which leads me to think that if you're really young, don't rush. If you're older, then be patient. He's thinking about it, and there seems to be a genuine caring there for you. If you're young, don't rush it, because you've got lots of time. And people who marry before the age of 23 are more likely to get divorced than people who marry after 23, because your personality changes so dramatically. Well, I think it's up to 25, but changes so dramatically. So there is genuine love there, and that is the most important thing that I would go with right now. Okay.
Goddess asks, what are my person's current feelings? Thank you, loves.
Goddess. Right now, your person's current feelings is that in a self-reflective mode. Your person's in a self-reflective mode, unsure of where they're going. It has nothing to do with you, honestly. It has more to do with what they're going through, how they're feeling, and whether be supportive. I would recommend that you be supportive. Be there for them when they ask, not don't push yourself on them, but be there for them. Be loving and caring unconditionally as possible, because as I say, there's a reflective mode. It's almost bordering on depression and self not being good enough. Uh, watch the energy very carefully, and find out, if you can, subtly, without getting in anybody's way, what's causing this downturn of self caring, and work with them as much as possible, because I'm sure it comes across as being angry and nasty and diminutive, being the person is saying diminutively things, but that's because that's how they're feeling about themselves. So if you can reach out without them being aware of the sort of thing, that you find out what's going on. All right.
Joe Firmino asks,
Hi, Joe.
Hi, any messages from my guides? Thank you. Thank you both.
I think you had this message before. This one too is, I think you had this one last week actually. Keep your feet planted firmly on the ground. Do not be blown around. Stay confident and sure of your direction. And other people, when they come up and talk to you and say, no, that's wrong. Be very confident in what you're doing, and don't be swayed at this point. So it's the same energy. I'm pretty darn certain it's the same one you got last week.
Cassie Sue asks,
Hey, Cassie.
hello, ladies. Hope all is well. Wondering if my guides have any messages for me today, please and thank you.
Okay, you get the same messages other people have got. This is a week of self-care. This is a week of putting your feet up. Well, what they showed me was you plopping down, literally plopping down by your kitchen table with a cup of coffee and just saying, I'm going to drink my coffee now and let the world do what it does. So take time for yourself. Look after who you are right now. Allow yourself to integrate the energies. And also, this is another time to be firm. Stand firm in your where you believe, and what you believe obviously does not fit with a lot of people around you's ideas of what you should be doing. Stand firm this week. Stand firm. Drink your coffee if that's what you drink.
Jennifer Schwab says, I love your necklace, Eliz-sha.
I love it too. It's one of the best ones I made. Yeah, I make these out of industrial wire rather than weaving wire, so it's hard to get them to go into the exactly right shape. But this one almost got it. But yeah, they last forever.
Tay Tay says, thank you so much. I've felt lost and my life was stuck for many years now. It makes me very happy to hear I'm on the right track and that my life seems like it will move forward soon.
It will. It's a good thing you've got such a wonderful family of support, because when you move, it's going to be quite interesting and quite powerful. You have a great deal of energy. You've got a great deal of self-knowledge. You just have to trust that that is who you are.
Patricia's going and says, "I like your hair like that, Eliz-sha, and you have a beautiful cross on that. I have that cross from a life of Jennifer. Eliz-sha, Jennifer is gorgeous."
I love making them. Hurts my thumbs, my nails, wrecks my nails, but they're a lot of fun.
Jennifer Schutz says, "LOL, that is so true. Things haven't gone well when it wasn't meant to be. I've been looking for so long. I feel discombobulated emotionally, and sometimes. Hope it comes soon. Thank you so much."
I think what happened is because you're a bit of a seer, you saw what was supposed to happen, so you started too early, and you're almost catching up to your vision. So it should be soon.
Kimberly Scott says, "Thank you. Blessings to you and your family." Rhoda Chia asks, "Does my ex, Kevin, still love me?"
He does, but there's also been a lot of water under the bridge, so going backwards would not necessarily work. You'd have to do a lot of healing before that relationship could work. But yes, the answer is definitely yes. But there's a lot of hurt there.
Christina A says, "Oh, that's amazing. Twins and triplets run in my family. So maybe 2 sets?"
It could be because I saw a lot of kids.
Patricia's going adds, "Thank you, Eliz-sha. So true. Rising up above it all. Me and Jennifer need a house."
Yeah, not necessarily together though.
I mean, I was going to say that, but at the same time, it would be kind of cool.
It would be, but one's in Wales and one's in the States.
I know. But regardless, if you get a house in Wales, give us an invite. We want it. We want to be there. We want to see it.
Oh, I'd love to see a house. I'd love to go to Wales. That's
Definitely
the one. That's the one ancestry I do not have.
Well, we do have family. Keatings do have gone to Wales.
Yeah.
From France to Wales. My grandmother, when she was still alive, asked me to do a family crest for my cousin on the Keating side of the family. So I know a bit of the background. We're also families with the Fitzgerald branch. Anyways, fun fact, we do have family in Wales. Are we completely related to them? I don't think so.
Probably not.
But I'll take it. All right.
And not that being related to the Fitzgeralds is a mark of honor.
Tara Scott asks,
Hey, Tara.
or says, "I really miss your card energy readings. Please, can we have them back? Kind regards."
There's so much more work. It's so much easier just to go ask Spirit. But I'm assuming you're asking about the ones.
The dailies.
Oh, the dailies.
I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I switched those to.
TikTok and
I do a
Instagram.
TikTok. I do a daily on TikTok, and it's wisdomseekers.net.
No.
Wisdom Seekers with the Phoenix, and I do pull a card, but I don't say what's happening that day. It's just running out of time, honestly.
Not enough time in the day.
And I do kind of like the ones where I can sit and just talk about what's happening in the energies. I actually like that a lot. I enjoy that a lot. You're more than welcome to come back and ask questions. I love having questions. And it's supposed to be, like I said, it's supposed to be 8 minutes, but I talk a lot.
She really does.
Yeah. Considering that I grew up extremely shy, I don't seem to have any of it left. I guess I used it all up when I was a kid.
Okay. Christina A says, "Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate your time and energy." Megan McCarthy asks, "Hello, lovely ladies. There is time?" There is. "I was wondering if there is any money / a new job coming in soon."
I love that name, Megan McCarthy. There is, but there's always a but, right, with energy. It's almost like what you have to do is shed your old skin and move into the new energy before it arrives. And it's like you're in the process of shedding your old skin. And yes, that sounds horrible, but it's almost like you're walking out of your body into a new, you're walking out of your body but not into the new energy. So it's like you're shedding the old skin, the old you, and walking into the new reality, and it's bright, shiny, and there is the new energy we're walking into, carte blanche for everybody. There's more abundance. Whether that means more money or not, I'm not sure. If we're going to take the old money system with us, but we will have wonderful. Our life will should start to become easier when it comes to survival, not having to pay so much for everything. Right now, that is not the fact. Right now, we are going through the grinder when it comes to money and situations like that. You are moving into it, and it doesn't matter. Some people will take longer, some people will move out faster. You are right on the verge. You're right on the edge of moving into that. So good luck, Megan.
Moon says, thank you. D Killer asks, will I have a baby soon?
Who asked?
D Killer.
The killer? It, right now is not an optimal time for you to have children. I don't actually see one there, and I'm going to suggest that the energy that you're in right now is probably stopping you from having children if you're wanting children. Because what I'm feeling right now is frustration and lack of. You feel that you have no control over your life, and you there's not a sense of lightness in for you right now. And the more you can be light, the more you can move into your sense of joy, and the more you can trust yourself and love yourself, the faster you will be able to have a child come into your life. And when you do, and it is best to wait until that energy is it's best to wait until the present energy has shifted and passed for your sake. uh, there are beautiful children there for you.
Cassie Sue says, thank you. Patricia Scorin says, I bet that will happen. We both will move same time. You would love Wales, Elisha. There is even a lost city under the sea. I'm there.
Yeah, I'm there too. I love the stories of lost continents and things like that.
Well, and like to be able to go visit it, like if I had the money, I would. I hate being cold, but I would love to go visit Titanic.
Ugh.
Yeah, but I'd still like going into that museum that they built. If the money was there, I would 100% just do that for. Yeah, I've done that. The ghosts were very not happy. Nobody likes being that cold. But yeah. Wales is also on my bucket list of places to visit.
Elle has a fascination with whales. She has one of their names on her
The
internet is a Welsh name meaning sun, I believe.
Yeah. Elian. I
Elian.
probably pronounced it wrong, but
It is still,
and
and it's a beautiful language too.
It is. Jennifer Schwab says, I agree. Your energy readings are so good. Have a wonderful day and weekend. Love you. Hugs.
Thank you.
Tay Tay says, I do have a great support system. I always have I've always been so grateful for that. And we'll end with Megan McCarthy because we've been on here for 2 hours and I want to leave.
It's only an hour and a half.
I still want to say goodbye.
Me too.
Not that I don't enjoy talking to you all, but it's a lot. Megan McCarthy says, thank you. That's sweet. A lot of people love my name. Okay, yay. Thank you so much to you both. And this just came in.
I know.
Jim H. asks, my friend Calvin sadly passed away on a motorcycle accident, and I was wondering if he has anything to say.
It depends if he passed away recently or at least 2 months ago. Because if he passed away recently, it's difficult to get them until they've acclimatized a little bit. But let me see what I can do, Jim. So basically, Calvin says he's kind of shocked, really, at what it's like on the other side. He was not anticipating. He was not anticipating that it would be how it is at all. And he says, Jim, you would love it over here. He says, so all the things that the two of you like to do together, he says you can do it all the time if you want. And he says the one drawback is that and he shows me a glass, it doesn't have any kick to it, but it still tastes good. I'm not actually getting a great deal. He just feels like he's sort of in awe and wonder of what's happening. He said that he's been treated very well. The healers that are on the other side, and there are a lot of healers on the other side. Lots of them are actually doctors and nurses that have gone back or passed over. He says they've helped him understand what happened, and he understands that the people he left behind, there's some things that he didn't get finished, and he was a little frustrated about that. There's some people he would have liked to have left in better circumstances, but he's beginning to understand and allow that to be released. And he asked that you pass on a message, and I can't pick up exactly who it is, but I think you may know. It's somebody that was very special to him from a point of loving, that he passes back, he sends his love to them, and let everybody know. You know that old saw, I'm in a better place? Well, it's an easier place. It's not necessarily better, but it's life is easy for him, and he's. This is very odd. He says, I guess my motorcycle was kind of totaled, hey? I think he kind of loved his motorcycle. And anybody who rides bikes, he says, make sure you've got a really, really good helmet. And that's it right now.
so there's a lot of condolences for Jim about Calvin. I'm not gonna read them out. I mean, they're in the chat. All right, Swaggy.
Swaggy Star.
Swaggy Star. We will end with you on a
Good luck, Jim.
upper note. Jim says thank you. Swaggy Star asks, "Hello, why hasn't the Taurus guy reached out to me yet?" I'm not interested.
Taurus. Okay, I'm sorry, Swaggy. You came on too fast, too quickly, and it scared him off. Women are they fall in love really quick, and they start dreaming really quick, and the men pick up on that energy, and men don't fall in love that quick. They know if they could find you physically attractive, but they want to itemize. Can I live with this? 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 Before they do things like that, and they also take their sweet time getting back to you sometimes. So when he does reach out to you, simply be nice and happy. Don't scold, because that'll keep him away with the fear of being scolded. His emotions are not as involved as yours are yet. And if he says they are, if he said they were, maybe look for somebody else.
Swaggy Star adds, I reached out to him a while back, and yes, it was way too strong. I understood that after.
Yeah, and that will scare the bejesus out of them. And I would strongly recommend you go online, Google relationship coaches like John Gray. He's really good. There's a French guy that's amazing, got a beautiful accent. It's good to look at. And there are a whole bunch of other relationship coaches, and they will tell you how to deal with relationships. And yes, it looks like game playing, but it works. I know, I've tried it, and I love it. And the thing that's really positive about it is that person goes away feeling good, and you feel wonderful. So it's a give rather than a manipulate, which people seem to think it is. Try it. I know when I was young, I'd go, oh yeah, that's crap. Older now, it works. Why fight it? And everybody's happy.
Sometimes playing the game has a reason.
Mm-hmm. And it's not a game. It's men are different from women. Women need to realize that men are different from them and act accordingly. Okay? So if you do reach out to him again, send him things like a joke and, hey, how are your funny eyebrows, or something silly like that. Something that's out of the ordinary that when he can remember you, and also show. So you want a man not because you need him, and not so that he can make you happy, so that he can make you more happy, because you want to be already happy. Okay, so reach out if you need to reach out to him again from a totally different perspective. Happy, light, friendly, maybe even a little bit silly. Send a joke. Say something that's ha-ha. Okay?
Swaggy says he wasn't ready then, and he's stubborn. Thank you.
Well, he's Taurus. Of course he's stubborn. Capricorn are more stubborn. I don't know why Taurus has got that label of stubborn, because they are not the most stubborn ones.
I'm just the weird goat thing.
Yeah, but you're more stubborn than any Taurus I've ever met.
You're not wrong. But I want to not be the weird goat thing. I want to be a Kelpie.
So Ella is no longer a Capricorn. She's
I'm
a Kelpie. Yes, a horse Kelpie.
All right. With that, Patricia Scone says, bye, everyone. Have a peaceful weekend. So we're going to go with that.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. It's been a blast. Thank you. I've enjoyed myself thoroughly. And hopefully next Friday around the same time, because I am not very good at time. And so Monday, we at 1 o'clock Pacific time, around there, we're going to have a live on probably here on YouTube. Facebook, I will be doing one of my really irrational meditations. Thursday, probably here, I'm not sure. We will be doing the energy with Nicola, and it is so good. And then again, Friday we will be back.
Or Saturday. We don't always do the same time, same place.
Yeah, if I wake up with a headache, I don't do it. All right. Thank you, Doreen. Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Well, what's that? Capricorn moon and Aquarius rising. Very stubborn sometimes. Yep.